What's up, guys? I'm Jedi. Today we're going to be talking about sleep, and more importantly, the different types of sleep that people have, the different types of sleeps that people get, and also, of course, how sleep has evolved over time into different things. All right, so without further ado, let's just jump right into it. So, starting off, back in the day, and by back in the day, I mean like what, the 80s or 90s. I think sleep was pretty, like ritualistic, I would say. It was very like uniform. Every single day, you'd go to bed at a fixed time. You wake up in the morning at a fixed time. Usually pretty early in the morning. You'd go to bed pretty early at night. And I think we can pretty much, attribute that to just knowing that back in the day, there wasn't any technology. There wasn't the different vast differences that we have now where you could pretty much go on the internet or, watch TV and do all that crazy stuff. Back in the day, you had a job, you had kids, and you just came home, and that's kind of how things went. And yeah, so there's nothing wrong with that. But then slowly things started to change, right? And as we kind of started going through time, phones were introduced, and then people would spend all night talking to, their lovers or their friends and family. And yeah, and then later, of course, technology was created, and the light bulb. And I feel like when the light bulb was created, people could simulate what they could do at home, right? You didn't have to go to sleep at night because everything was dark. So what would people do? It's like, oh, everything's dark. I'm gonna go to bed because I got nothing better to do. Now you can have a light, turn it on, and hey, guess what? It's morning again. So you can kind of simulate your own reality. And of course, nowadays in the 2000s, we know about smartphones and Wi-Fi, and pretty much somebody could be up all night long just playing games and just get lost in that entire thing. And don't get me wrong, back in the day, of course, books and stuff were there, but it was just a lot harder when you have no electricity and no Wi-Fi. All right, so yeah, I mean, we got to see how sleep's gonna go, where it's gonna end up. But if I were to take a guess, I'd probably say we're gonna get a lot less sleep coming up because we're gonna have AI and we're gonna have all this other, VR and crazy stuff that's coming up. And I'm pretty sure that in the future, 2 hours to 3 hours of sleep is gonna be a lot of sleep. Probably gonna get to that point. All right, so hey, if I'm right in the future, come back to this video. I mean, if I'm right, this video is gonna pop off either way, in like 10 to 20 years. So hey, we'll see if that does. All right.